Alright, guys, before we begin, I want to make this actually bigger. There we go. So that way you guys can see this stupid, dumb shit. So, Microsoft. Yeah, fucked up, Microsoft. Royally, they fucked up big time. No. Okay. So, all right, let me go ahead and get the chat out here. So, some interesting things came out in the last couple of hours and related to the Xbox. But the one that really caught my fucking attention, that I thought was absolutely fucking hilarious. Oh my fucking god, browser. Fucking scroll up, you bitch! Thank you. Alright, let me get the chat out here. So yeah, Microsoft fucked up big time. Oh my fucking crap. Are you serious? There we go. Alright, let me copy this. I will fucking post it. And I'll get the chat out. Now, before we get into this, I'll wait until we get some people to show up in my chat. In the meantime, let me just make sure that my battery's charging. Alright, good it is. I was gonna check, man, because this fucking USB cord that I'm using for my phone is, like, weak, so I have to, like, move the cord a certain way. Fucking annoying. Oh, and don't mind me, I'm snacking on fucking, what's her name there? Little Debbie? Yeah. Little Debbie Easter cakes, man. These things are fucking amazing. But yeah. So, good old Xbox. So tomorrow, Tuesday, oh my god. What's up there, first person, fucking who has the same name as me, which I'm not going to say, but has a Jill avatar? How you doing, buddy? I'll drain your soul. What's up, brother? Xbot, man. Get the fuck out of here. What up, Stardust? So, before I explain what you guys are looking at on your screen, so Microsoft came out yesterday, and not yesterday, today, and revealed that they are doing the first 2020 edition of Inside Xbox going live tomorrow at like what I think it was like what 5 Eastern time or some shit my time, which is probably really fucking dumb. So the article basically goes on to state on the Xbox Wire website, basically saying more information on Grounded, which I'm hoping to God that they put that motherfucker into Inside Xbox fucking users, because I really want to play that game. Bunch of Game Pass shenanigan crap and whatever, right? So right before I went live, I was looking at because I was going to share out my video that I had uploaded earlier today for Bleeding Edge, and I was going to go and post it on Twitter. And then I noticed when I clicked on my notifications for like to see like what videos and shit like that popped up on my feed, lo and behold, I happened to see a video up there that Xbox was not supposed to release yet. And when you click on it, fucking it says private, and it gives me an error and all that crap like that, because the video is technically still in private, and it's not supposed to be technically be released to the public yet, because the update has not gone live. But what you are looking at is the new update for No Man's Sky. And Microsoft, thank you for fucking leaking that out, you dumb shit. So yeah, so we got a new update to No Man's Sky dropping there probably within the next, I don't know, maybe 12 hours, give or take. Probably more than likely probably will be tomorrow, I'm going to assume. So, thank you for that, Microsoft, you fucking dumbasses. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Getting through the days. I could be doing a lot better fucking financially, but I'm definitely doing good, man. I am definitely doing good. So yeah, thanks Xbox. I appreciate you telling me the new update for No Man's Sky without it, nobody else really knowing about it. That shit's fucking hilarious to me. It's fucking funny, but I digress. Played a great little game and finished it yesterday on the Switch called fucking Tourist. If you have a Switch, I highly recommend it. I will definitely look into that when I do get my hands on the Switch. What up there, Cora? Don't worry. This is not going to be a long episode either, man. This is going to probably end up being about a minimum of 30 minutes. I'm going to start doing like these 30-minute fucking chill lives instead of doing like hour ones. Just so I can kind of like, conserve my data and shit like that, especially with all this bullshit that's going on nowadays. But it is what it is. But yeah, like I said in my last episode, though, man, they gotta fix the lag and stability issues, man, on Bleeding Edge, man, because I am not going to continue playing that game if that game is still going to fucking give me nothing but fucking lag. It's really fucking irritating when I'm trying to communicate with my team and fucking everyone's lagging all over the place and shit. And it's not just me because of my internet. A lot of people are bitching about that shit on the fucking actual official forums and some of that for Bleeding Edge. So hopefully they get that ironed out soon. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do because fucking that shit is really fucking annoying, dude. You will see Phil Spencer on IGN. Xbox Series X is sounding promising. Eh. Both sound really good, man. I mean, but at the end of the day, like I said, I don't care about the specs. All I care about is fucking whatever you want to call. Oh, by the way, speaking of Resident Evil 3 and speaking of Capcom and that rumored remake of Resident Evil 4, I don't think it is 4. In fact, something tells me that either both Code Veronica and fucking 4 are being remade, or at least Code Veronica is definitely being remade. Now, I'll tell you why I think fucking Code Veronica is being remade. One of the actual, for those of you who've actually, this is going to be somewhat kind of spoiler, I guess, in a way. But at this point, if you guys don't want to hear that, I'll give you guys time to leave the chat because it's something to do with the end credits. And I don't really want to fucking say what it is, but I really do want to get my theory out there about this. For those of you who have played the remake to Resident Evil 3 that recently dropped, if you have beaten the game, let me know in the chat right now who has beaten the game. Or if you don't care if I talk about this, let me know. See, that's what I thought too as well. But then that ending cutscene fucking finally clicked in my head. I think I know what the next remake is, the next big remake that we're going to get. And I'm pretty sure it's Code Veronica. Regardless of what people may say or whatever Capcom may say, because Capcom is just going to say that shit because they're not going to tell you that they are working on it, whatever the case may be, like fucking whatever. But if you've played and beat Resident Evil 3 Remake and you see the ending scene where you see somebody in a green shirt grab a broken virus vial off their desk, that scene made no sense to me. But then it dawned on me. Because what I didn't notice is the stuff in the background. Now, you'll know what I mean if you beat Resident Evil 3 and you see that ending. It's just a fucking person that walks up to a desk, grabs the empty vial, and walks off. And that just ends. It's like a weird... Hold on a minute. A Debbie Cake wants to come back up. Fuck you, ho. Ah, there we go. Anyway, as I was saying, fucking, so it's a person in a green shirt. right? Which at first I thought it was chill, but the more I analyzed that sequence, it finally clicked in my head. That's fucking Chris, yo. And the only reason why that I know that it's Chris is because of two main things. Number one, the motherfucker's wearing a green shirt. And what was the color that Chris Redfield fucking wore in fucking Resident Evil 1 and also in Code Veronica? Mainly all green and shit, right? But you can notice a punching bag fucking in the background, which I didn't even fucking clue in on at all fucking period until I sat there and I rewatched that scene again. And I saw a punching bag and I'm like, wait a minute. That's fucking Chris. That's not Jill. That's not fucking whoever. That's fucking Chris, bro. Or it could very well be Leon, but that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. But I'm pretty sure Code Veronica is the next remake. Now, however, to kind of somewhat fucking contradict that fucking aspect of it, this brings me to my second theory. Why I think both fucking Code Veronica and Resident Evil 4 are being remade as we speak. Because that scene, they put that scene in there for a fucking reason. They put that scene in there for a reason. However, if you read the fucking, the file on Nemesis when you're down in the nest area, right? It talks about where Nemesis comes from. And ironically, they talk about Europe, which Code Veronica takes place in, and also Resident Evil 4, but it also makes mention of a parasite too as well. Now in Code Veronica, there is no parasite. Unless you're talking about what the Ant Queen for Code Veronica, not the same. However, if you combine both European and you also combine the parasite aspect of it, boom, you got Resident Evil 4. Now that could just very well be an Easter egg too as well, so take that with a grain of salt. But I firmly believe that both games are being remade as we speak. That's what I firmly believe. I believe that Capcom themselves is going to make the remake to 4, and the other team that outsourced this one with Resident Evil 3 is the one that's going to be making Code Veronica remake. You'll see what I mean, dude. You'll see what I mean. It was Jill. She finally turned into a man. God damn it. I fucking knew it. But no, if you watch that scene, you will see what I mean. Like, that's not Jill Valentine that grabs that empty vial. Because if you think about it too as well, where the hell would she have an empty vial from? And the vial is not the same empty vial that Jill or that what's his name fucking smashes fucking at the end. Spoiler alert, but whatever. That shit makes no sense. But Capcom specifically put that scene in that game for a given reason. But nobody's talking about that end scene. I haven't seen anybody talk about that shit. But the more I think about it, it's like, why is this scene so out of place? Now it makes sense to me. Yo, there's so many. See, this is why I love fucking Resident Evil so much, man. It's like the fucking lore and shit, bro. The lore of everything that embodies Resident Evil. Look, 7, I know I fucking hate that game religiously because of the direction that it went. Fucking, there are connections there, but again, like me and fucking, shout out to fucking Royal Flush, man. We had a long conversation. Hence the reason why if anybody that you guys that or blah blah blah, I can't even speak. If you guys were in the chat in the round table when we started discussing this shit, I didn't want to prolong the conversation and get into like a 3.5 hour conversation like him and I did after the show, where I basically told him every gripe that I have. And the reason why 7 is such a massive letdown to me is because all the connections are shit that most people that follow the lore either don't remember, like Blue Umbrella and shit like that was only ever mentioned outside of maybe like 2 games in the manga, and a bunch of other shit that nobody fucking remembers. Like, okay, for example, how in the Marion motherfuck, right, is the goddamn dude that created the fucking Spencer estate The same motherfucker that built the actual Baker house. That makes no sense. That makes no fucking logical sense whatsoever. And it contradicts the lore, if that's so fucking actually not just more like, I think it might just be an Easter egg. But if that is a connection, then that connection has been completely re-altered. Because it makes no fucking sense. And yet, when you look at the house too as well, it looks like a modern house. But yet, his fucking Spencer's estate was built fucking way back in the fucking 70s. And that motherfucker died as well after he made that shit. So he fucking, I don't know, dude. It makes no sense. Capcom, man, fucking fix your shit. But whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is. And now 8 is rumored to be the most distance away from the franchise. Okay, I can accept that. But I want to see how they're going to fuck it up. Nemesis wasn't so much predictable. He's actually a lot of fucking fun to fight in all his boss phases, except for the harder difficulties, Nightmare and Inferno, because Capcom are fucking retarded with that difficulty setting, but that's besides the point. But no, I had a lot of fun with that game. I had a lot of fun. It's not as good as the remake as like we got last year, and it's not as good as the original due to the lack that a lot of interesting aspects, like the clock tower, like the inside of the clock tower is gone, and a lot of other interesting, like Jill is not the one that goes through the RPD anymore. It's now Carlos that does that, and whatever the case may be. So you got to think of it like this, man. Like these remakes, you got to look at them as they're remakes, but they're reimagined remakes, not a remake like what Shinji Mikami did with the original Resident Evil 1 game back on the GameCube days. You know what I mean? However, all the key story parts are there. And that's the important thing to take away from that, because, you know, either they've been expanded on, like what they did with Kendo, for example, and that whole entire heart-wrenching aspect of his daughter and his wife, which I thought that was a great rendition. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But like I said, like I don't play the games looking for that horror survival route. I don't. I've never looked at Resident Evil from that aspect. I know that's what embodies the series, yes, but that's not why I enjoy the games. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can look at it from that way. Yeah, adaptations, yeah. Like I said, a reimagining of the original game. You know what I mean? In fact, Capcom has even fucking admitted that that was their goal, to reimagine, but trying to keep the main story elements from the original the exact same. And they're there. They're all there. They just fucking did a lot of different things. Well, and Marvin too as well, yeah. You know what's funny? Resident Evil Dead Aim, dude. Here's the thing about that game. Fucking, even though, yes, I know it's a spin-off, and it was meant to be like an arcade kind of fucking, you know, zapper shooter type kind of game, right? That game is actually kind of fucking fascinating to me a little bit, because it's interesting to see that, like, that whole entire game takes place on a fucking boat. Ironically, Revelations takes place on a fucking boat. There's definitely some interesting aspects, but this is now the third game in the fucking series, the spin-off wise, because you have Resident Evil Gaiden, which is not even canon, it's just a spin-off game that takes place on a boat. And you got Dead Aim that takes place on a boat, and then you have Revelations 1 that takes place on a boat. Fucking weird. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, how long am we going for here? Okay, cool. I'll finish this smoke up, man, and then I'll fucking end this bitch off. See, that's why I'm disappointed, Aaron, man, at the fact that, like, as much as everybody hated Resident Evil 6, right? And for good reasons, of course, for very good reasons. I really wanted to see another game come out, whether make it a spin off if you have to, I don't care. But I'm fascinated with Jake Mueller, man. I want to know more about this character. I want to know his fucking origin story, man. I really want to know who the fuck did Wesker fuck? You know what I mean? Or is it just the fact that he's actually fucking just genetically fucking made from Wesker's DNA? That's what I want to know. Tell me that shit. Give me a fucking origin story on Jake Miller and I'll be happy as fuck. Help, make it into a novel. I don't care, or a manga. I don't care. I'll read that shit. I want to drink that shit in, man. That character was so fucking fascinating. But due to everybody shitting on that game and everybody hating on it, Capcom moved away from it. Fucking, man, I hate the fan base, dude. I hate the fucking fan base with my passion, dude. God fucking damn it. Yeah, weird, right, Corey? Yeah. It's fucking weird, man. Do I think Capcom will reimagine 5 and 6? No. Definitely not, no. 5 and 6 garner way too much fucking hate, bro. Way too much hate. They're never going to go back and retouch those games again, dude. There's no way. If they do, Capcom's got balls. But I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening ever. Although on the plus side of things, though, the movie, the new remake to the actual fucking live action films that are coming out is actually going to be more related to the game than Paul Anderson's fucking shit was. That Capcom told him not to do, which I thought was really fucking dumb. But hey, look, man, I enjoy the fucking films as a popcorn, cheesy, chintzy fucking flicks. You know what I mean? But I mean, whatever. Two being my most favorite one. I love Apocalypse, man. I thought Apocalypse was fucking great. Dude, that'd be sick. Yeah, same here. Same here. But it looks like they're leaning on more of making it related to Resident Evil 2 just because of how popular that game is. Hey, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that. Just get the right actors. Don't fuck this one up, man. Get the right actors. Do it good. No sound. What are you talking about there, fucking Brett? I'm here. But it is what it is. All right, let me check my battery here. Everything seems good. Oh, man. So, inside Xbox tomorrow. That's going to be fucking funny. No, you got to get those parts right, man. You have to get those parts right. You definitely got to get those parts right. But with that, boys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Fucking, I'm going to go and relax for a bit. Just chill out in my crib, or I should say my room, because I'm still in the fucking hotel situation. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for coming out and fucking listen to what I have to say. I appreciate it. Love y'all to death, man. I'm out this hooker bitch. Later, guys.